My God, this is June 13th, 2025, and our world has changed in a nanosecond. So much is happening. First, let me report on my COVID. It's still there. I'm barely positive. However, I do recommend everyone have one of these in their homes or something like it, a rapid test. The new strain of COVID is extremely infectious, but it's only infectious, it appears, on a one-to-one basis over a narrow distance. I was eating dinner with a friend who came down with it the next day, and I came down with COVID the day after. This is probably the NB 1.8.1 COVID variant. Starts off very mild. Keep the Paxlovid on hand because you're going to need it. And I took the full 5 days dosage, and I've been isolating ever since until I'm negative. According to my physician, COVID lasts 1 to 2 weeks, so be prepared. That's enough said. Right now, I don't feel that badly. The headaches have gone, and some of the symptoms are negligible, just negligible. So good luck, everyone, but be aware there could be a summer surge. Now for the latest news in Israel. Well, Bibi, who I have always called Bibi, Netanyahu, the prime minister, well, he escaped a narrow vote of no confidence in the parliament. However, the issues in Israel didn't go away with the bombing of Iran, which I may say was being planned for weeks and months, and probably since 2012 when I was there on many missions for that year, because there were bombings in the southern territories, and I went there in solidarity. 2012, Israel was not prepared to bomb Iran. Now, looks like they've given Iran the 1-2 punch. Will Iran respond? I don't know. We're all waiting. Evidently, 100 drones have been launched. But Frodo, one of their main nuclear sites, and Nantes, another nuclear site, they've been hit, along with key scientists and military personnel. So how much regrouping Iran is going to do, I don't know. However, Israeli peoplehood is still on the line. Who constitutes an Israeli Jewish person? Is it the ultra-Orthodox who decide, or does Israel become a less theocratic society where everyone who is Jewish is recognized as Jewish? We'll see. We'll see what path Israel takes after this new development. All I can say is every day is interesting, and we are indeed living in interesting times. And our own country? Well, after about 5 months of Trump, I think it's 5 months too much. I do believe he should be impeached, and he should be impeached for many reasons. One, his taking ICE, the National Guard, and the military to go after immigrants is excessive. To state that he would like to see the military in many states, that's unheard of, uncalled for, and against the Constitution, along with what he's done with the National Guard and along what ICE is doing. Interestingly enough, ICE actually has regulations. They're not to go after immigrants at weddings or funerals, in public places, during demonstrations. It's hands off the people. Plus the fact, nobody should be hurting individuals or being cruel for the sake of being cruel. So it's just not right what's being done. It's unconstitutional. It's against the rules of law. And there will be consequences, I'm sure, because the American people do not want a militarized state, and we don't want kings. There are a lot of demonstrations and protests planned, 2,000 places across our nation and globally. We're not a militaristic country. The enemy is not each other. Contrary to what Trump would have us believe as he tries to divide us. But as the polls show, 56% of the people are against all of his policies. That's a big percentage. What I'd like you to do is look at Trump and what he's doing. And what I'd like you to do is not get inflamed by his rhetoric and look at your neighbor and then mistrust them or mistrust people across the state or across this union. We are the United States of America. Let's not forget that. We had a bloody battle in 1860 to unite these United States. Whatever we've done for the good of the nation and for all people. And Trump kind of reminds me of the family dynamics that I grew up with. My mother and my grandmother used to have favorites. Then they'd talk against one child to the other child, trying to cause dissension amongst the kids. My grandmother's case, there were 5 children. The actual person who took care of her all the time was my mom. Did she ever give my mom credit? Never. Never. She caused my mom much distress. And that family dynamic, if I hadn't recognized it, would have been carried into a 3rd, 4th, and 5th generation. I tried to tell my sister once that this is what Mama does. She talks about you to me and me to you. I don't listen. I just know what's the truth, and I'm not interested. And that's how I think the country should behave towards each other. We have families. We know how family dynamics work. But you know what? We love our relatives, mostly anyway. And we understand their pitfalls, and we understand what makes them tick. But they're family, and we care about them. And so, I want everyone, no matter how agitated you feel, to recognize that we're part of one large family, united. We, the people, are united. And when we're united, we can get rid of Donald Trump and this administration that causes us so much distress. I would not give him the pleasure of hating each other or hurting each other. He's the one who's out of step with our country. His cabinet is out of step with our country. We can do better, and we have. We came out of the pandemic with the best economy on the planet. We created jobs. The Inflation Reduction Act does a lot to curb pollution and make sure our people are healthy and productive. That's what we want. We want to be able to move forward with our lives, with our education, and with dignity and justice for all of us.